Start tonight at 6 with a look ahead to Iowa's role in next year's general election. You see the 4 congressional districts there. National Democrats are now starting ad campaigns against the Trump administration in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd districts. Of course, 6 of Iowa's lawmakers in Congress, the 4 House representatives and the 2 senators, are all Republicans. The chair of the Democratic National Committee says the state of affairs right now in America and Iowa is on them.
The reality is these Republicans are complicit. They could stand up to Donald Trump right now and tell him to end these tariffs and to actually open the markets around the world, to create, trading partners for, your number one industry, which is agriculture.
Now, these ads are set to primarily target farmers on YouTube and other streaming services, but a spokesperson from the National Republican Congressional Committee claims the Democrats didn't even use Iowa farmers in the ad. Now, all this is centered around one question. How does the Democratic National Committee view the state of Iowa ahead of the 2026 election? Iowa's News Now State House reporter Skylar Talal goes one-on-one tonight there with DNC Chair Ken Martin.
How are national Dems viewing Iowa's role in the 2026 election?
Iowans are a very independent people, right? And they expect fairness. And what they're seeing right now out of this Republican Party does not reflect their values. And it gives us an opportunity. It gives people like Rob Sand and other candidates running for office there an opportunity to actually deliver a message of hope that we're going to stand up and fight for Iowans.
DNC Chair Ken Martin claims Iowa Republicans are vulnerable, and he's optimistic about Democrats' chances in the 2026 midterms. But looking ahead to 2028 and the future of Iowa Democrats regaining their first-in-the-nation status back is still unclear. Where does Iowa stand, and, do they stand a chance in gaining that status back?
What's important to me is there's no predetermined outcome in terms of what the calendar looks like. Everyone who wants to make a bid will have a fair shot and opportunity to actually make their case, including Iowa.
Martin says him and the DNC Rules and Bylaws Committee, who chooses the order of the early presidential nominating calendar, will be looking for states that can test their nominees is fair and cost efficient. Could that potentially hurt Democrats if Republicans start here and Democrats start in a different state?
Regardless of what happens in the decision the Democratic Party makes on the caucuses and whether or not Iowa's back in the mix, we're going to be competing in Iowa because we believe there's real opportunity for us right now to actually win back many of those voters who used to vote with the Democratic Party, who left us to vote for Trump, and now are wondering what the hell happened. This guy is not helping me out. There's a real opportunity. That's where my focus is going to be, is on making sure we have conversation with Iowans, not taking anything for granted, and continuing to try to earn their votes.
In Des Moines, Skylar Talal reporting.